could see Cauldron Lake. I thought I could make out the spot where the island and the cabin had been. There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
Chegando, hein? Ó. Não falta muito.
Close now. I had to get there fast.
É. Veio que acorda na pousada. Hoje que foi. Esse foi o capítulo que eu mais peguei página, mano. Que isso?
I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it.
Hoje por isso. Só porque o cara sorriu.
You went through another rough period. Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now.
Xiii. Plot twist é que eu não tô onde eu tô. Eu estou na clínica sendo sedado. Bah, que loucura. Que loucura. Pô, esqueço, tem que apertar F5, senão eu volto tudo. Eu temi o que ia encontrar, nem me fala. Sim, sou eu. Ih. Ih. Ferrou. A escuridão pegou ele já. Ai, ai, ai. A Liga falou que ainda bem que ele pegou o flare. Nossa. Vai ter que cair na água, né? Se não cair na água, ele morreu. Caiu na água. Pensou se a gente tá tudo dentro de um livro dele. Terminou o capítulo 3. Oh my god! Fim do episódio 3.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase.
Are you seriously telling me that writer just took out my deputies?
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story.
A horror
I was told
story.
that Alice had been kidnapped, but that was a lie.
We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is.
Her purported kidnapper was eaten up by the dark presence before it attacked me.
É, o sequestrador já era, bem feito, otário. Episódio 4, a verdade.
Alan,
Que eu vou acabar por aqui, inclusive.
baby, it was just a nightmare.
E?
Alice.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman.
E?
I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now, it's very important that you stay calm. We don't want you to have another episode. You're a patient at my clinic. Have been for a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered mental illness.
No, you lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
Bastard.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Bizarro. Foi o que eu imaginei, hein? Isso tudo é um sonho dele. Um
I
devaneio.
felt groggy. Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus. There were only empty sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages. Yes.
Carregou rapidola.
The door was locked. I was a prisoner here.
Só abrir a janela aí, ó. Tem alguém vindo. O doutor aí.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure.
Seu gorila de
I get the
estimação.
message. Loud and
Caralho,
clear.
farpou já.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I
Sim, sou
understand you're
corajoso.
confused.
Uma
I
coisa
would
tinha
be
que
more
ser.
concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Que nobre da sua
Why don't
parte.
you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Vagabundo, vai ver a primeira oportunidade de te encher, eu vou te dar outro
This
gancho.
corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage
pronto, sou.
creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I
Funerário, é isso que tá
specialize in treating
dizendo?
artists.
I bet you
Safado.
do.
Vai já te
Splendid, Alan.
descer a porrada
I
se não
honestly
teve a
believe we
chance.
can get this
Dá
thing
uma
under
chance
control
só.
if we
5
work
minutos de
together.
porrada sem perder a amizade. Que nem tem amizade, né?
This way, Alan.
Já nem precisa me chamar que eu já vou entrar no elevador. Ó, vários andares, tá? Não, é só
Now,
4.
Alan, from past experience with you, I know I need to get right into the heart of the matter as quickly as I can after an episode. So I'm just going to say this. Alice is dead.
Beleza.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations,
Ih, alucinação, sou louco.
unusual
acho.
thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams. Your mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario.
Ô, eu quero só ver se começa a dar uns paranauê e ele vê e...
And supernatural forces of darkness are trying to stop you. We go this way, Alan.
I wasn't ready for another shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the influence of the drug he had given me, I had to fight not to believe his words.
It's all in your
Ele
head.
só sabe correr, mano. Não consegue andar devagar.
Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed. Your delusions are just a manifestation of your subconscious mind trying to protect you from the too painful truth.
Que dura realidade,
Unless
nada.
you fight the fantasy, it will return. I know the instinct is to resist me, but think about it. Doesn't this make far more
Ai, que
sense
você na
than the
orelha.
insane supernatural conspiracy you have concocted in your mind? You're a skeptic by nature, Alan. We both know this. Everything can be explained logically.
Lógica, né? Veremos essa lógica aí. Um relógio de sol, ó. Ler. Quero ler. Para além da sombra com qual você se contenta, um milagre iluminado. Dizer. Ah, deve ser o escritor aquele, né? Em memória ao querido amigo e poeta. Não, na real... Tenebras... Ah, não, mas não é ele, né? Mas acho que era o poeta, sim. Esse poeta não, o escritor, tia.
I never get tired of this view. Very inspiring.
Ó,
isn't it?
tudo
Cauldron Lake
embaçado.
spread below us. I could see Mirror Peak on the other side of the lake. I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been when I arrived with Alice. Now there was nothing but waves.
Vai chover, hein?
It seems there's a storm coming. Funny, I don't recall there being a mention of that in the weather forecast. Well, no matter. This way. Follow me. Alan, what I'm telling you is good news. Right now we're in control. Every time you have a relapse, it gets more and more difficult to resurface from the dark depths of your imagination. Not surprising, considering your profession. Imagination is what you work with.
É verdade, eu
For
trabalho com
all your
imaginação, querendo ou
nightmares,
não.
this should come as an immense relief to you. If it doesn't, why is that? Because I'm lying? Or because you don't want to admit that you're not well?
Ih, não é admitir que eu não tô bem, eu tô bem.
Your enemy. It's part of the
You are
identity.
my enemy.
Hartman
I'm
obviously
my
dropped his own
enemy.
voice.
Out of the
His
world
words
you've
echoed
constructed.
madly
I
inside my
see
head.
who
I
you
dug my
are.
nails into the palms of my
You
hands
are
to stay
my
focused.
Please
enemy.
work with me. Once you accept that, we can begin the journey towards your recovery.
Ah, meu senhor. O que? Não... Como é que eu vou aceitar algo que não é real, hein? Se eu não tô toda a cabeça. Ih, ó o maluco atrás do sofá ali.
Here's the entrance to the office wing. That's for staff only. You were impressed by my trophies when you first arrived here.
Os
I do love
troféus.
to hunt. The great outdoors, man versus nature. It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Sou totalmente contra caça por esporte. Só pra deixar claro. Olha o tamanho do pescoço do cara, mano.
Emerson,
Olha a risada dele, mano.
I'm a real bad dream, mister. You should be afraid of me. Don't want to run into me in the night, that's for sure.
please, Emerson. Mr. Wake is confused enough as it is.
Yeah, you'd like me to go away so you won't be scared. But you can't just decide what kind of dream you have or when you have it.
Emerson,
Okay. Sorry.
Sorry.
Ew.
that's Emerson. We're actually making some
Tá
progress,
progredindo, imagina se
I
não
have to
tivesse.
say. He works on
Elbow
video
strike.
games.
Oh, yeah.
It's trash, of course, but
I'll
it does
get 'em
involve
to the
some
head.
small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
No kidding.
Olha o outro cantando lá no fundo.
You might have noticed a typewriter in your room.
Achei que vai ficar trancado lá de fora já. Já ia dizer, eu tenho que iniciar.
As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Boas-vindas à pousada Cauldron Lake. Estamos aqui para oferecer o tratamento especializado que você precisa. No entanto, lembre-se, peço que amigos e familiares marquem horário de visita para que não interfiram na sua terapia e período de criatividade. Respeite a privacidade e o espaço pessoal dos outros pacientes, principalmente quando estiverem engajados em seus processos criativos. O cara com o martelo do Chapolin. Ih, eles são pacientes, ó. Olha o Night Springs, ó.
What a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor.
Odin e Thor. Engraçado o nome, né?
A heavy metal
Que não tá com
band in the
martelo.
70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are
Que loucura.
in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done.
Entendi.
I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Ou melhor dizendo, que eles usaram muita droga.
That'll do. I'm so sorry to cut this short for now, Alan. The power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon.
Ih, ferrou. Vai dar merda.
When you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
Ih, que
He'd
papinho.
love to fish out our secrets, but he has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a
Ai, o
requirement,
quadril
Sonny.
ali, ó. Cuidado, hein.
Who else could understand the world when it's like this?
Um
It
louco
takes
reconhece o outro.
crazy to know crazy.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Coisa mais seca que eu vi.
Zane! You're alright, Tom. Hey, we
Zane.
like him, don't we, bro? He's got to go to the farm.
The Anderson Farm. Valhalla!
Valhalla.
Wrote it all down lest we to forget.
A crash course. All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message. Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
My head was clearing up, or according to Hartman, I was sinking back into the fantasy. I was convinced he was lying to me
Volte pro seu
about
quarto.
everything. Crazy or not,
F5.
Zane could feel the poems taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter.
Caraca, viu? Então a máquina é
There was
mística.
if not for his
Seria um objeto de
genius,
poder igual que
he
tem no
would have given it up.
Control?
But Emil convinced him otherwise. He too had a way with words.
Emil.
The
Quem é
Andersons made
Emil?
more sense.
Cara, vai faltar luz e vai dar merda aqui.
Bad dream, and you can't wake up. You can't hurt a nightmare. All dreams are only imagination. They're only in your head, and they're not there.
Dr. Hartman was worried about the power again. He's checking on it now.
Yeah, good thing he's not overreacting or anything.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand.
Xiii, ó.
The storm's bound to
I'm not myself.
Aí, é só pra achar que eu sou
It's hard
louco.
to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on
E
writing.
só eu vejo, né? Ninguém mais vê isso.
I'm
Impressionante.
trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always dark outside. My editor is real. I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Ih, ó, cara de maluco dele já, ó.
Mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
Tá bom. Eu só não sei onde é que é meu quarto aqui.
Shut up. But I don't see nightmares anymore because I'm too.
Ok, Code, será que se tu... Fica aí, ó. Quem for assistir, enfim, quiser fazer... usar o QR Code, tá aí, ó. Depois me
Hartman
digam
admits
se...
that the power had been acting up. Maybe that was the reason for the generator and the work light on the balcony. The generator hadn't been activated, and there was no key.
Hey, wait.
Entendi.
Why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room.
Quem que tá falando isso?
You can get to your room by those
Hartman
stairs.
wanted me to
Wake.
write. I knew I couldn't, but I figured I should just play along for now. It was the only thing I could do with Nurse Birch watching me like a... The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake
She-
uncontrollably.
Everybody, calm down. Put that down. Bert, I need help.
Hey, Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's
Fica
up.
aí
You
pra onde
just
mais
keep
eu
doing
vou,
what
hein?
you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
É, agora eu fujo. Ou pelo menos tento, né? Como picado do Bionir bruxa.
Oh, afraid of the crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now.
Ó a
On with
página.
it.
Barry na
kept talking,
pousada.
giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman
Where's
stopped,
Al?
annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Ih, vai drogar o Barry.
Well, things
Ai, que você na
are
cabeça, peraí.
fast.
Vai drogar o Barry, fudeu.
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
Buh.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He had taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd be keeping them.
Bah, acertou a enfermeira com o martelo. Não, agora tem a chave, é pra abrir. Que isso? Olha as pinturas.
The markings on the tape said they were recordings Hartman had made of the sessions with his patients. I saw Alice's name on one of them. For a moment, I couldn't breathe right.
Now, Mrs. Wake, can you
Sir
tell me
Wake.
about Alan's problems?
He's more and more out of control all the time. The part
Ih,
he's so angry all the time.
ih,
Violent. He's
então ela tá viva e ele tá mentindo pra mim.
not with me. No, never. Sometimes I almost wish Alan would take a swing at me, because at least that'd lead to a conversation he couldn't just march out of. But no. Alan doesn't really sleep. And the work, well, he's not writing at all.
Será que foi ela que me
Just gets more and more frustrated.
largou aqui nesse lugar?
Tell me, Mrs. Wake, what would you say to him if he'd listen?
I don't know. I want to say, I look at you, and it's not you. Just some stranger who resembles
Ih,
looking
tô achando que foi ela que me largou aqui.
and I don't like that guy much. And now it's all gonna go to hell.
But you don't ever say this.
No. I've tried, but he's not listening. He's too deep in his own problems, always going on about something else. I'm so afraid I'm gonna lose him, and we're not even talking anymore. He doesn't let me in anymore. He just keeps me in the dark. I'm so alone here.
Cara, pelo que eu tô vendo realmente, mano, o Alan tá piruta da cabeça.
Well, if you can
Mas
just
também eu não
hear
dou,
out,
mas também eu
I'll
não
do my
duvido
very
que
best.
esses bichos de escuro e coisas que ele vê não sejam reais, viu?
He's not just going to listen to you and cooperate. He's the most stubborn man I've ever met.
Well, I'll be sure to bear that in mind.
Hearing her voice, what she was saying made me happy and sick and guilty all at once. Worst of all, I recognized the words. The phone call from her. It had been a cut-up of this. Just
Ó,
a
o maluco ali que sequestrou ela.
The photo on the wall caught my attention. In it, the clinic staff was standing outside the lodge. I knew the
Viu?
man next to Hartman. He was the
O
kidnapper.
sequestrador.
Hartman had been playing me all along.
É. Ou talvez não também, né?
Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds!
Barry?
Very.
Ow! About time! Barry, man, am I glad to see you. We need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right now.
Pronto. Cheguei. Não tinha nem terminado de falar. Ih, vou pegar a arma.
These were all the pages I had on me. And more.
E mais páginas? Xiii.
Alan,
Ferrou.
please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Caralho.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake.
Não custava tentar.
Let's work together on this. You have no idea.
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Arruma carro.
Oh,
Ih.
Al, let's just.
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see? Together we can create something absolutely wonderful. With your ability and mine.
Ih! Tu viu, né? Ele viu, eu não tô louco. Pegou ele. Tava demorando. Escuridão chegou.
Would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Ó,
Hartman
Hartman
followed the
aqui, ó.
fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Filho da mãe, ó. Então ele realmente me sequestrou. Ai, ai, ai. Que eu vou tocar nisso? Ai, 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 ai. Cara, ele realmente me sequestrou. Ai, ai, ai. Nossa, a escuridão tá vindo. Vá. Não.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.